and dream. But quick question for you, and I don't know how much you can share about this or not, and if you can't, like, totally understand. But I know you have a TV show that is going to be launching relatively soon, which is just super exciting. Is there anything that you can share with us about the show and what it's going to be, and just get us some insights into that?
Well, yes, of course. I mean, I'm going to tell you what we're doing. I can't say the network yet, or who we picked, or what's going on. But I want to tell you a little bit about what we want to do. You know, a television show that's being created right now is going to be basically based on my page. You know, exactly what we do, like featuring people, featuring women and men in business and life and whatever they're doing, and sharing those stories, and just about positivity and love and cooking with, you know, all these amazing connections, and just pretty much showing the world, you know, like, I think sometimes we get so caught up in watching these shows, and I know I'm guilty of it too, of like, oh wow, look at all these rich cars and houses and everything. And yes, we all want to live beautifully and stuff, but when is it too much? And to show people, like, real people are cool, you know, like, real people are amazing, and we don't always have to one up each other, and just kind of show, like, what's really going on in the world, what's really people struggling with, and how they overcame it, and look at them now and their journey, and how they are now, and just, I feel like it's just going to be, we're going to be doing so much. We're going to be using new technology. It's going to be something that you've never seen before. I have to say that. And it's like a mixture, I would say, of like Rachel Ray and Mission Impossible and you know, and just a mission makeover too. We want to really just give back, give you positivity, funness, simple recipes, and just connecting everyone in the world.
And you know what I love, again, just about everything that you do and that you say, and I think what we share in common as well is, and we spoke about this the other day, is that personally I feel that the world is tired of drama, and it is just thirsty for just realness and real people and real lives and real stories. You know, this, you know, as you said, the glitz and the glamour and all that, it's great. But for most people in the world, like, that's not their real life. You know, that's not what they're dealing with.
Yeah.
And so I
think it's nice that we can, you know, bring it back, you know, like, I remember watching old school shows when I was younger, and reading these stories and watching these stories, and actually even being like 10 years old, like crying with the audience, you know, crying, or my heart's going out to that person, and you feel good, and it makes you feel good and want to do more things. So I'm just hoping through what we're doing is we show you this message, and we just inspire you and empower you, and just make you feel good and make you want to do something to change the world too.
Well, clearly you are doing that, Lisa. It's just, again, like, I'm just so honored to know you and to have you on the show. We have run out of time, and I would definitely love you to come back. But before we leave, share with just the listeners of how, you know, just give them your website, your fan page, and how they can connect with the incredible community that you have.
Okay, so you can find us at Twitter at Crockin Moms, and that's without the G. So it's at Crockin Moms, and you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/crockpotmama. And you can always go to our website at www.crockmoms.com. And please email us with any questions or anything, comments at crockinmoms@gmail.com, and we'd love to connect with you. So thank you so much, Lauren, for everything. And for the audience, thank you guys so much for listening. And I hope you enjoy our show, and I hope, you know, if there's anything you need from us, like any amazing new recipes or want to come up with great ideas, please message us, because we're always open, and we love hearing from everybody. So thanks again.
Awesome. Lisa, thank you so much, and just have a fabulous day. And I know you've got a huge decision to make tomorrow, so good luck with that, and we'll just connect offline.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day. Bye, Lauren.
Bye. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we will be back with my second guest, a firefighter in Toronto. I'm excited to have her on the show as well.
Do you want to know the secret to building a successful business quickly? It's all about taking action, but not just any action. It takes inspired and consistent action to get profits. Join Michelle Sissom, the six-figure results lady, as she asks successful entrepreneurs their profitable secrets every Monday at 2 p.m. Central Time on Take Action, Get Profits with Michelle Sissom on the Tough Talk Radio Network. If you're ready to take action and get profits, you can find out more about the show at takeactiongetprofitsradio.com.
Did you know that an estimated 52 million Americans listened to Internet radio in the last month? Or that weekly Internet radio audience has increased 60% over the last year? And that more than 8 in 10 people are online from any location? Tough Talk Radio Network is a company dedicated to providing a platform that allows opportunities for guests, hosts, and sponsors to market themselves to the Internet radio medium where they can be heard by millions. To find out how Tough Talk Radio Network can help you, go to toughtalkradionetwork.com.
Lauren Jawno is an elite, international certified, high-performance coach, author, and speaker with over 15 years' experience helping clients transform so that they are living bolder, happier, and more successful lives. Through a combination of her world-class coaching program and exclusive assessments, her mission is to get to the crux of your issues quickly and accurately, and then guide you to achieve sustained and higher levels of clarity, joy, energy, connection, influence, and overall performance in every area of your life. To learn more or to contact Lauren, go to laurenjawno.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I am super thrilled to introduce my second guest, who is not only a friend, but just an incredible woman. Dina and Lisa is one of very few female firefighters with the city of Toronto. She was born and raised in Toronto and grew up playing every sport she could and danced competitively for 15 years. She knew very quickly that a 9-to-5 job wasn't the path for her, and so in 2010 she enrolled in fire college. And interestingly, her fire station is in my neighborhood, so I feel incredibly safe knowing she's got my back. When she's not working, she keeps fit doing CrossFit. She plays beach volleyball and snowboards in the winter, and she especially loves traveling the world, meeting new people, and being submerged in different cultures. Dina, welcome to the show.
Hi, Lauren. Thank you so much.
I am so excited to have you on the show, and I love the fact that I've got this awesome friend who's a firefighter, and I want to find out from you, what has that been like, being a woman in that very male-dominated world?
Well, to be honest, when I first thought of becoming a firefighter, it was a huge fear of mine that, as a woman, how am I going to fit in this environment? And when I started at my fire station, I remember looking around, and most of the guys that I worked with were between the ages of about 30 to about mid-50s, and I was like, what do I have in common with these guys? And interestingly enough, it didn't take very long to find commonalities, and there's this love and passion for the job. So I find that when you have a commonality that you just love, we love fighting fire, we love helping people, and it brings us together. And really, I'm one of the guys, I'm one of the crew. It's not, being a female really has no factor in it. It's all about how hard I work. So I've just felt very honored that the guys have been completely accepting of me. That's
incredible. But it must have been an incredibly difficult process, especially physically, to get into this field. How did you manage that? Tell us a little bit about that.
So I wanted to be very realistic when I decided to become a firefighter. And as much as I want to say, men and women, we're all equal, and we are, but from a physical standpoint, as a woman, I truly believe that it takes sometimes a little bit something extra to physically be able to do this job. And recognizing that early, I think, gave me a little bit of a leg up, because I was able to know that I had to work my butt off to get into shape physically. I trained as much as I could at the gym. I hired a trainer. When I went down to school in Texas, I made sure that like I was the first one there and the last one to leave. I worked out with like weighted vests to simulate the weights and the equipment that we carry. And basically I practiced every day to make sure that when my chance came to do the physical test, I was ready for it. And the physical test is the same for men and women. And so, you know, it was something that I just looked at, that if I wanted this job, I had to do everything physically possible to get my body in tip-top shape.
And to now keep it in tip-top shape, right?
Yeah. Now I do CrossFit, which has been just life-changing for me. Just the way that I view the body of a woman has changed. Like I used to want to be, you know, thin and beautiful. I look in a magazine and I'd see a model, and, you know, like any young girl, I always aspired to look that way. And now as a woman, it's changed. I love muscle, because the more muscle that I have, the stronger that I am. And the stronger that I am, the more that I can support my crew. And at the end of the day, this is about, you know, working a job where I get the opportunity to have an effect on other people's lives, and being in the best shape possible is going to give me and the community that I work for the best opportunity for survival in some really horrible situations.
Right. And I'm sure you experience this, and we know this, is that the more physically fit and strong you are, the more mentally fit and strong you feel. Would you agree?
I would totally agree. It's the physical game has both the mental and physical side to it. And, you know, there's good and bad days. And I find sometimes when I'm in the gym, I'll feel like I can't do something physically, and I get very frustrated. And I've noticed that when I stop and get that mental game on point, that's what you always draw back to in times of emergency. So when I'm actually at a call, it's being able to calm my physical mind, because I can always access my mental mind, because I can always access the physical side, because that's there. There's been work into it. And the mental side is being mentally tough and able to just calm everything down and slow everything down, so you can do exactly what needs to be done in the moment it needs to be done.
So tell us a little bit about what is a typical day for you like, from when you arrive at the station to when you go home, and what does that look like?
Well, a typical day, so we work 24-hour shifts. I'm an early bird, so I'm usually about an hour early for my shifts, and so is my whole crew. So usually in the morning, we'll meet in the morning and we'll have a quick coffee together. And then when the day gets going, it's basically you get all your gear onto the truck. We start doing our truck check and equipment check. So we go through every single thing that is on that truck to make sure that it is in working order. Then usually that's followed by a training session of some sort. We do a bunch of online training just to get certain training notes up to date, as well as then go out and do the actual physical work of whatever training we're working on. So whether it be maybe working on some ladder work, or maybe we're working on some rescue work, things like that.
Right.
Then also throughout the day, we, obviously anytime that we get a call, we are responding. I know the day you came to visit me, we kept getting caught up on
I know.
run calls. So that's pretty much a typical day, in that you could be in the middle of, training, and then you get a call and you just stop what you're doing and you head to the call. Another really awesome part of the job is we get to share our meals together. So, the kitchen is kind of the heart of the fire hall, and it's where all of us congregate and make some fabulous meals. I have to say I've learned all my cooking skills from the fire hall, because the guys are amazing. And, and then basically it's just, we do everything as a crew. So it's just a day, like if you can imagine hanging out with some of your best friends, that's what I feel like my day is. And, it's kind of a work hard, play hard type situation. So it's amazing.
So talking of cooking, you'll have to check out Lisa, my guest that was just on, Lisa's website for her